Show us some SwaggerDad heat.
You got the brown S dot.
Come on. First of all, they never came out in brown. What up? Welcome back to another episode of Dad's Got Kicks, the podcast. I am your host, Esteban Serrano, and as always, I am joined by not one, but two dads who also got kicks. Give it up for my homies, Josh and Efren. How y'all living?
Good. How you doing, man?
Efren, I'm trying to figure out what you're doing in the background right now. Explain that to us.
Working on my form, you know.
That looks a little like Markel Fultz looking.
Oh, yeah. I got a hitch or like anxiety.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Did he fix a shot?
Yeah, he was balling from what I hear.
From Orlando, right? He's killing it.
Temporary fix only.
Yo,
fantasy basketball sleeper.
Yeah.
The Sixers are the great starting place for anyone to go on to greatness. Like, come here, stink it up, we'll hate you, and we'll fuel you into being such a redemption second wind in your career, bro.
I think that's the recruiting pitch from the front office now. It's just like, hey, listen, you're not going to amount to anything here, but once you leave, you will be a superstar. I promise you this. Come here first, though.
Oh my God.
Or if you're done with your career, you can land in Philly and just ride it out and get a job in the front office somewhere. Elton Brand.
Oh my God. Yeah. Why is he even here? Anyway, all right. Let's not get this thing off the rails, man. Most importantly, we got to give a shout out to someone who we love to poke fun at, love to beat up on this podcast, but he is actually officially a dad now.
Oh yeah.
Our homie Nick from Dad's Got Kicks. Welcome to the dad part of Dad's Got Kicks. Congratulations on your family growing and you stepping up to the dadhood. You're now in the fraternity, brother. Yeah. We are very excited for you, man.
Yeah, welcome to the club, Nick. I actually saw him today because I passed along our little Dad's Got Kicks care package, which I think, man, fellas, we got this right. We gave Nick 6 pairs of baby Jordans to get him from the current age of his baby newborn all the way through I think first year of this baby's life. So this baby has a better sneaker collection than his father already in this breath, in this moment. And I told Nick, I said, listen, I hope being a LeBron fan isn't hereditary. I hope you didn't pass that down.
Wait, I was just about to ask, did he not ask why aren't these LeBrons from
I was going to say that gift touches my soul and my heart. It makes me want to cry happy tears just because of how passive aggressive it is that we gave this LeBron fan a bunch of Jordans for his kid.
We did. I think I even threw an Air Max in there, but no LeBron.
Man.
Sorry. LeBron gets no love from us.
Yeah, that baby was a couple weeks late, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was taking his time for sure.
You know why? Because he found out that his dad was a Cowboys fan, so he was like, oh, wait.
Right.
Not yet.
It's just too easy to trash LeBron and the Cowboys right now.
See, we can't even properly congratulate Nick.
Right. This is such a backhanded compliment. It's not even funny, man.
But I know he's loving every minute of it, though.
Oh man, that's terrible. Yes. Listen, that makes me think. Right. We just gave Nick's son some heat. If you could pick a sneaker that represents each of your kids, who and what kick and why?
Wow. I hope Nick's not picking the LeBron for his. I'm just saying. Always second best. Always second best.
I worry.
I don't know. That's a good question. I was thinking For my son, he's kind of like I call him busy. He's always busy. He's always doing something. Even at 11 now, he's like bouncing around. He never sits still. One room to the next. I feel like the ceiling is coming down. It's because he's like doing 360 dunks in his room, with like closing the hamper and stuff like that. So I was thinking for him, he'd be like one of those. I don't know if you've ever seen like the Jordan 4 lasers with just like the designs going everywhere, multiple colors. Man, that's my son Brady in a nutshell. Is definitely that like busy kind of loud sneaker. That's his personality. And then my daughter, she is like a girl's girl, and she is just like, she won't even wear a pair of sneakers. She's more into like heels, or she's more into like these little flats and sparkly stuff. So I mean, if I had to like think of a shoe for her who she embodies, it would probably be like one of those fancy women's ones with like the bedazzled, was that couture type of vibes that's kind of her in a nutshell for sure.
A Melanie Asani, Jordan or something fly.
I could see that. Yeah. For my kids, Sophia would probably be like the Super Earth Sean Dubs. She's very like outgoing, and she doesn't mind a little bit of the spotlight. In fact, she is the life of the party. She's the life of the room, so that kind of fits her personality for sure.
Yeah.
For Lennon was probably a Cortez Stranger Things kind of thing, where it's like on the outside he might look a little vanilla, a little plain, a little boring, but then when you get to know him, man, there's like this layer underneath that it's kind of like, who is this guy? This is not the guy that I know. That's Lennon. So give him time, and then he'll kind of show you his true colors. And with Oaks, he likes to walk in puddles. He likes to go in mud. If there's a clear path ahead of him, and then there's an option to go get dirty, he'll go get dirty. So I'm going Mars Yard overshoot for this boy. And plus, I don't think he's from this planet, to be honest with you.
There you go.
And then Paxton is easy because he was born on July 8th, 8 pounds, 8 ounces.
Wow.
So I'm going Kobe 5 Pro Trues for my Paxton.
Wow.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, so I'm going to go oldest to youngest. My oldest son, JoJo, he is a Travis Scott 1 high.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first you look at it and you think, it's a brown Jordan. But then you see that the swoosh is backwards, the laces are pink. You start to see that wild Cactus Jack in bold on the heel, and you're like, oh no, there's more to this. This is some heat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like subtle heat. That's Joe for sure. He's a quiet introvert kid, but he's a beast. My middle son is Esteban, aka Mini Me, and he is for sure like a Shack Attack pump. Because he's a nerd, so it's all about technology, super tech, and that was one of the most innovative, technical sneakers ever. He's super athletic, the kid can ball, so there's an athletic vibe to it. But then the swag is crazy. Like when you see those, and my favorite Shack Attack is the LSU purple and gold, crazy fly. So that's him. And then my youngest son, Mikhail, is a Simpsons Vans strawberry glazed donut slide.
Yes. Oh, the slides. You cop those, didn't you?
Yes, I got them for him. Yeah, because we call him the fat man. Like we say, the joke in the house is that he didn't get a neck till his 3rd birthday.
Oh my God.
He just loves to eat. And he lives in pajamas, so if you got to be comfortable. So that's him for sure.
So I would recommend this. This is a beautiful parenting exercise. Literally, you learn more about your kids as you compare them to a pair of kids.
Yeah. Now your wife. What? No, I'm joking. That's not good.
Let's not go.
Whew, I started sweating a little bit.
I was like, the 6th podcast was my last podcast.
Word.
Did you say wife? I don't have notes for this.
All right, now is the time where we bring on a very special guest. One of my favorite dads, especially in the IG space. Here it is. Give it up for SwaggerDad himself. Welcome to the podcast, man. How you feeling today?
Thank you for having me, man. You know, I feel good, man. I feel good. I'm number 4 guest on your pack. I feel honored, man.
Yeah, man. Yes. We had to build up to you, just so you know. We had to make sure that all the bells and whistles were in play, and now we can bring Danny on to the pod. Listen, man, what I appreciate about you and your voice in the space is you come kind of similar to us with a very fashion forward kind of sense in mind. Like a lot of times dads, we become fathers, we hit that point in our lives and we just quit on our outward appearance at times, and it just becomes all about provider, all about, you know, being that stable presence in the household. But you bring the flair to fatherhood, which is what I really appreciate. So for the people out there, let them know what SwaggerDad is all about. How did you start it? You know, give us the background.
What was that? What up, fellas? SwaggerDad is digital magazine for fathers. I started it back when my son was about 1.5, 2 years old. My wife, you know, I was, you know, like I said, I work in the music industry, so my work was very flexible. I was a stay-at-home dad and could work from home at any time. So she was like, she saw these mom blogs doing it, and she didn't see nothing on the father side of it. So she said, you know, you taking your son to all these places that you never been to growing up. You know, why not, you know, film it and show these young dads you could do it. That is a cool way. So we started it back in, about 8 years ago. And I just wanted to show dads a way, you know, I came New York City, uptown, you know, the fashion capital. So I grew up always into fashion and anything. So once I became a dad, I just wanted to show my son, you know, what's fresh and what's dope, and wanted to show other dads out there that it's cool to spend time and be present. You know, it's not their fault that they was born. So.
That's awesome. What's the most important aspect of fatherhood from your perspective, and how can we be better dads tomorrow than we are today?
My perspective, you know, being present. You know, I just had this conversation the other day with a couple of dads while we was watching football. I was like, you know, we as men, you know, let's take the woman out the picture. We as men, we gotta take responsibilities for our actions. You know, we gotta stop thinking with our head. Think with the right head, if you know what I mean, right? Because, like I said, the child is not the child's fault that is here. You knew what you was doing. If you have a kid and the baby mom, y'all don't have a relationship, but that don't have nothing to do with the baby. You take care of that baby, you be present. Yeah. That's the most important thing. You know, we talk about all this change. If you want to change, we got to change that. You know, we got to change within ourselves first before we can change everybody. Yeah. You know, us men, we really got to take heed and responsibilities to our actions.
That's good. I got a follow-up to that. You said being present. So what's the difference in your mind about being present physically just there, and then being present in the way that I believe that you mean, you know, participating in your child's life and being involved?
Great question.
In your child's life and communicating and discussing situations and things that happen in life. It's not just, oh, I'm here and they there. No, you hear and you teach. You have memories. You know, create memories. You know, create teaching moments. That's when I mean being present. You know, it's like, yeah, let's take time of the day, because you know kids nowadays, they got their Fortnites and their videos, and we on to the side. So I gotta be like, no, it's our turn. Let's chill. Let's talk. How was your day? You know, and things like that. So that's how I do it. You know, and wish what others would do too. That's the only way.
Yeah, I love that perspective. Danny, I know a lot of times we guys get the label that we can only focus on one thing or maybe one direction at a time. Now, you're a guy who obviously is focused on being a great father, but also focused on, you know, having a presence in the fashion world, knowing what's up, being kind of with it, also present in multiple places. How do you juggle the priorities, and how would you kind of advise guys who struggle maybe with being able to focus on multiple things in their lives to be able to do that well, specifically without losing focus of the most important thing?
Well, to be honest, I was just going through a situation like that real deep. I just got into meditation and things of that nature. So, because I was doing a whole lot. You know, people call me, do this, you know, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I get a lot of those emails and texts. So I'm all over the place. I'm running my business. I'm running SwaggerDad.com. I'm running a family house, you know, all that. You as a man, you have to take priority and take steps and take time for yourself. So I have a schedule. You know, you have, for those that is all over the place, if you want to start writing down a schedule. That'll be the first thing I'll give you advice to do. If you want to stop being all over the place and stop not, because again, when you do that, when you're all over the place, you late with this project, and you late because you're doing this project and you're doing this project. So you gotta now see what makes you happy and what makes you wake up in the morning to do it and keep going. I had cut off a lot, and I'm working more on SwaggerDad, on building the brand. So that's a great question, because I'm going through that myself right now, and I learned to just take time, you know, have 45 minutes. I go up in the attic, put my mic on, my music, and just chill.
Yeah, no, I love that. So it's not just almost like a misaddressing or leaving out the fact that we have to care for ourselves first and foremost, so that we are prepared, ready, able to care for the ones that depend on us as well. I love that perspective, Danny. That's awesome.
We're the foundation. Right? Without the foundation, there's no house. Right? So
the man is preaching today, guys.
Sure,
the man is preaching.
There is. I know the listeners also want to know, like, if we're dads right now and we want to upgrade our style quickly, what is one way, maybe article quotes, one thing that we can do to immediately upgrade our style?
Upgrade your style. Y'all start with your kicks.
There it is.
Come on. That's the game plan.
You've just validated our entire project here. So thank you.
Start from top. You got to start. I get those kicks first. Once you get those kicks, for me, I'm a shell top guy, Air Force One type guy. You know, I'm
Uptown.
Uptowns,
yeah.
Concords. I like the Concord. You know, the suede Pumas, things that nature.
Show us some SwaggerDad heat. I know you got some.
I'm on the spot.
You see, I got a few. I'm gonna pull out.
He's got a few.
Oh,
You got the brown S dots.
Okay.
Come on. First of all, they never came out in brown.
In brown.
Holy cow.
Man.
Look at the signature on the outsole.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
That's the thing of beauty right there.
The brown ones in them.
Have you ever worn them, though?
If I worn them?
Yeah. Wow. So, wait, what year? Those were from, what year was that? 07?
Yeah. 07. And I got these baby sky blue joints. Jay, he knew I love sky blue, so He hooked it up.
Oh, look at that.
my
Those are clean.
goodness.
Two-tone joints, the two-tone joint.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're making Esteban cry right now.
Yo, listen. Listen. I've been hunting for a pair of the S dots.
Have you?
To get it again. Have I? Let me tell you, as of late, I've been on my reclaim my collection kick.
Oh, okay. Since the journey started again. Okay.
Listen, the joints that I dogged so much, I couldn't even keep them because they looked like I walked on the wrong side of them. Those S dots were definitely ones I ran into the ground. I'm trying to find those heavy right now in a size 12 on the internet, and this man is pulling out joints that never even came out.
Danny, what size are you?
Yeah.
These are the black ones.
Oh, come on, man.
Danny's got them in black. What size are you, Danny?
I'm a 12.
Oh, hey. You got your hookup right there, S.
Plug.
Listen.
Rent a swag.
He said not for sale.
These are 10 and a half.
Oh, 10 and a half sample size,
okay.
man.
You can squeeze.
Man.
More than one time.
No, respect. Yo, I have to respect you for that. Yeah. Pulling them joints off, crip walking on your toes, knuckled up, fist toes.
Yeah. I'm sure it was worth it, though.
Yo.
One time.
What event was it?
Damn. It was definitely an event. It was definitely like a
sure. It wasn't a trip to the grocery store, that's for sure.
When he was at the Garden.
The Fade to Black?
No, not the Fade to Black.
Okay.
Matter of fact, the one with R. Kelly.
The Best of Both Worlds. The night? The night that changed that tour to the Jay-Z and Friends tours?
I was back there.
Oh my God, man!
I was back there. He flipped from 1 minute to another. It was crazy.
Yo,
that's insane.
It was crazy.
Man.
That night.
How many days did it take you for your toes to go back to normal functionality?
At the time,
forever.
At the time, I was working the tour. I was a stylist. I was helping Rosie. She was the hairstylist. I was helping her.
Okay.
I was the stylist on the tour. So I was the one. All the clothes is at, all the sneakers at. I know where it's at. At the end of the show, took what I needed.
Yo, man.
You picked the right guy for stylist, that's for sure.
For sure.
So,
that makes all the sense in the world, man.
So that night, I put it on like before the show. We out there right in the back. The show went on. The show is over now. Everybody be packing up to go to the next show. Take them off, put my other sneakers on. I'm good. So
wow.
My feet wasn't really hurting.
You lucked out. No, those were super comfortable. That was another thing that was so dope about them. They were super comfy at the same time.
Yes, they was.
Man, that's a great find. That's a great story. What an amazing, that's gold right there, bro. But listen, thanks so much, man, for sharing your time and your wisdom with us. And again, thank you so much for sharing your content. Like, I definitely make it a part of my day to go to your IG, and either it's a fun video of you and your son, or it's some great encouraging soundbite that you've discovered and that you're sharing, or if it's some drip that I need to be up on. All of the above can be found at the SwaggerDad page on IG. And now that I know, I'm definitely going to hit up SwaggerDad.com for sure, man. So thank you.
Yes. I have a lot more content on the website. I talk a lot about, because like I said, a lot of people reach out to me for where to go here, where to go there, or What's in my head? What TV? So, you know, I talk about technology, music, you know, healthy eating and things of that nature. So all the way on the site.
You say healthy eating? Give us one takeaway, Danny, about healthy eating before you go.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I learned this. I was like, why is that? Everything that tastes good is bad for you. Everything bad is good for you.
Right.
Awesome, man. Thanks again, man. Really appreciate you.
Thanks, Danny.
You already know, man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right, fellas. I thought it would be fun to bring a little bit of that IG energy to the podcast. We do 2 staple weekly pieces on our IG, and that is the Rock, Stock, and Drop, where we go through some kicks and we all determine if we rock it, if we'd stock it and put it on ice, or if we would absolutely drop it and let somebody else embarrass themselves. So let's do that, and then we'll do worst kicks, but we'll save that one. Let's do Rock, Stock, and Drop right now. Y'all down?
Let's go.
All right, first up, the KD13 Aunt Pearl.
Ooh, the Aunt Pearls, man. This one is like a very pink sneaker. Very pink sneaker. For me, I'm rocking it, but I'm only rocking it on the court. I love me a KD on foot, especially playing some ball. I'm not going to wear it anywhere but the court, but I am going to rock it.
Yeah. Real
Efren?
men wear pink. Gotta rock them.
About that.
Gotta rock them. And plus, we had an Aunt Pearl who recently passed away. God bless her soul. Amazing woman. So in her honor as well, sorry, KD, we have an Aunt Pearl too.
Right.
So we'll definitely rock it for Aunt Pearl.
Word. Well, I'm going to drop it. And that is because the only place that I would wear a KD anything is definitely on the court. And I'm not a fan of KDs on the court. I feel like it makes me play on my toes, and I'm more of a play on the balls of my feet type of player. So I'm going to drop these KDs so that you guys can have them.
So you're saying they're weak, like KD's calves. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man. Why? Here we go with the calf.
Every pod has a calf joke.
Pod.
Yo, he needs the filter. Someone get KD the calf filter right now.
Oh, my God. All right, next up. This is a collab, Hot Ones and the Reebok Shacknosis. And it's a drop for me. Go.
It is a drop for me as well. One, the only Reebok that I ever want is the pump, which I told you I never got. That's the only one I'm ever going for. I'm hunting that one down. But who wants a sneaker that looks like it's got, buffalo sauce on it? Not me. I'll pass.
Yeah, this is a drop for me. It's so like, it's for the memes. This is what this is for. But they didn't quite get all the way there. They just missed putting Shaq's face on the shoe itself. The face that he made after eating the hot wings on the show. Which, by the way, I've watched like 4 times. He's hilarious on that one. But I mean, it's, to me, a joke of a shoe.
Yeah,
the drop.
Is it exclusively a Walmart? Is that where that?
I think it's at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Is that what it is? You get a free bottle of Frank's with it with every purchase.
Oh my God!
Yeah, no, you buy the Frank's and they give you the free pair of sneakers.
Yeah, I don't get it. I feel like the Shacknosis was the beginning of the wearable meme, which was like, let's see how ugly I can make sneakers from now on, and it didn't do anything. We had mentioned earlier the Shaq Attack Pump,
yes,
classic sneaker, beautiful sneaker.
It was a different time.
And then you got this garbage.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on. The Air Jordan 1 metallic gold. Stock, rock, stock, or drop?
I'll go. It's a drop for me. It's too shiny. No. I can't go walking out like I'm the Gold Ranger and out to save the world from Rita and Goldar and all those guys. Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop with you. You know why? Because the only shoe that I really want some patent leather on is a Jordan 11, and just a little bit, man. Don't deck that thing head to toe out in patent leather. For some reason, I can't rock them. I don't look good in it, so that's an easy drop for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to stray away from the pack on this one. It is an absolute drop for me too, for all of the reasons that you guys have already mentioned. And next up, we have another Jordan. It is the 25th anniversary 11, who seems to get better looking every time you see it. But is it a rock, stock, or drop?
Yeah, this is the reverse Tinder. You know what I mean? Because usually if you see someone's social pic, right, they look a lot worse the longer you look at the picture or the more pictures that come out. But this is the reverse of that. I feel like this Jordan 25th anniversary gets sexier every time I see it. And I think the first reaction I have is, Now I'm like, yeah, it's a must cop. So I'm rocking that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting catfished. It's a drop for me.
No, I love that. I'm definitely dropping it as well, because I feel like it's one of those optical illusions, and I don't want to get it in hand and on foot. And then depending on what day it is, and if it's overcast or sunny, it will look like two different sneakers like it does right now in these different images. Yeah. So it is most definitely a drop for me. Next up.
You're all going to be asking me if I got an extra pair in December. I know it.
We'll see about that. Next up, let's go over to the Yeezy section. This is a 380 highlight.
Say that again.
Bless you.
How's that pronounced?
Highlight glow. I got something in my throat. Let me. Highlight glow. I think it's highlight without certain letters in it, but whatever. The pistachios with soles on them. How do you guys feel about them?
I'll go. I think they messed up a little bit on the autocorrect on both the name of the shoe and also autocorrect on the shade of the color that they used on the shoe.
Yo,
drop for me.
Easy rock for me. Why? Because anything that glows in the dark is freaking awesome, and that's it. End of story.
Wow. Listen, I love pistachios. I love guacamole. I do not like them on my feet. This is a super duper drop for me. And we'll get into my whole 380 theory later on in the show.
If these become the guac 380s,
the
guac 380s, that's all US. I'll give you credit.
My goodness. All right, it'll
cost $3 extra.
Right. That's hilarious. Last but not least, another Yeezy, the 350 V2 Fade.
All right, I'm going. I got my hot take before I forget it. These fade into every other Yeezy 350 silhouette that's come out in 2020. So that's a drop for me.
Yo.
Drop.
Just no explanation. Just go drop it.
I think Efren's still salty because I think he entered one 350 draw and didn't get it. So.
Damn, you can't be like that. One new one comes out every week, just like these fades. Listen, when I was in high school and it was prom season, there was a color that I had never, ever heard of before that was all the rage. It was called French blue. And in hindsight, it's the ugliest blue I've ever seen, but I've worn it and it is in these fades. And it makes me want to jump back in the time machine, go back to my high school self and shoot myself the fade for trying to wear this ugly color. I am not. This is a drop.
Good. Ooh, man.
And from that, let's transition seamlessly into worst kick.
Which also happens to be this.
Yo. Listen, every Wednesday, shout out to Matt, who's been killing it with the worst kick Wednesdays. Very controversial. I'm 9 times out of 10 disagree with him, but it's definitely worth checking in on every Wednesday. We pick one sneaker that is the worst sneaker you've ever seen in your life, according to Matt, and everyone just goes in on it. But for the sake of this pod, let's pick just sneakers that dropped this year, 2020. What is the worst kick to release in 2020? Who's going up first? Josh, you go.
Oh, I'm going. All right. Well, I'm gonna pick a controversial sneaker. I'm going to pick the Jordan 4 Union LA. The Off Noir. That is the worst sneaker of the year. I'm gonna tell you right now. So many people were dogging that until about a week before it came out. The first time when it dropped exclusively out at Union LA, then all of a sudden it was the best kick of the year for so many people. People were buying it up. The price was skyrocketing. They literally stitched the tongue, so it was like half a tongue. And every single color on there just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't make sense. And I know people like that, and some people like, that kind of just mismatched kind of vibe. But that to me didn't even tell a story. The story was it's broken and it was whack, and no one liked it until everyone liked it, and then everyone liked it. So for me, worst kick of 2020.
You know a sneaker is ugly when it's biting its own tongue.
Yes.
Yes.
Hideous. Efren, what you got?
I would say maybe the Jordan 3 Fire SEs. I can't imagine ever wearing something that looks like that on feet with that silhouette, because immediately you think it's either going to be black or white cement with that blocking, right? And then the red color to me just didn't work out. It was also released right around All-Star Weekend, and so there was a lot of hype put into it. And then when you calculate the hype with that sneaker, and when it dropped, and when they had the special edition ones that were the shies on the back.
Yeah, shies.
They were called the Chi-Chis.
Oh my god!
Famous restaurant.
It's like they tried really, really hard to make this like a hit, and I just feel like it quietly bricked. So
it definitely did. Yeah. Shout out to my son Jojo, who we flew to All-Star Weekend this year. His birthday is every year. His birthday falls on All-Star Weekend. So this year we flew to Chicago. Him and my wife stood outside of a Foot Locker in Chicago winter for 4 hours to get those sneakers. Wow. And they didn't have the Chi-Chis. They were just the regular degulas.
Just the Unites.
My man flew home to New Jersey and returned them and got his money back.
Good.
But what
learn his lesson.
15-year-old lesson you learn right there. Listen, my worst kicks, and I say kicks for 2020, is every single 380 that has released or is set to be released this year. And here is why. All of them look like unhatched dinosaur eggs or chicken cutlet with salmonella colorway. Like, these are the ugliest sneakers I have ever seen in color. Now, the technology, I heard they're the most comfortable Yeezy you can put on your feet. I don't even mind the silhouette as much. But who was watching Jurassic Park and thought we're going to stick to the Velociraptor skin tone? Yay. This is not your cement. This is not your elephant hide. This is a mistake. A mistake. Remember the 380 mistake. That's what these are.
Yo, Esteban wants his sneakers to be fully cooked.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, if Travis Scott would have did a collab with McDonald's and gave me the chicken nugget joints, then we could talk.
Made with real white meat.
Nuggets.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I don't even like white meat. I'm a dark meat. I don't want no dryness.
Flavor.
But whatever. Whatever, man. But anyway, that's how we feel about that. So hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, definitely check out the IG feed, because we do these weekly, and we beat up on Nick, who usually does Rock, Stock, and Drop. Yeah. And we definitely, or I definitely give it to Matt every Wednesday, because he's been disrespectful 9 times out of 10. I do want to close this out by saying this, and by the time you listen to this podcast or watching it on YouTube, you have probably gotten this email. I got an email today that the Precious Moments department at eBay is fully trained and authentication is here.
Wow.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And maybe we should
fully trained.
Fully trained. Maybe we should send one of your aunties a fake pair of something and see if it passes inspection.
I was looking over my shoulder. I was like, what can we send?
Precious moments, guys.
Yeah, Grandma Marge back there like, oh, these are verified legit. Just because she's looking at a picture next to it.
Yeah, she's gonna put you on blast on her Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
Or Facebook Reels.
At Grandma's Got Kicks.
Oh my!
I do hope they have a Meet Our Team page for those.
Meet Our Team.
Please put out a corporate video. Corporate video of the whole verification process. Oh man! And on that note, thank you so much for tuning in to the Dad's Got Kicks podcast. Be sure to check us out on IG or whatever platform you're listening to this or watching this. Subscribe, rate us. Definitely share it with another dad who's got kicks out there. Check us out on dadsgotkicks.com and, just join the community, man. We're here for you. This is our unique spin on, the sneaker community, and you are welcome. So join us. Peace.